Okay.
If he's ready.
Andrew, are you there?
Yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Andrew.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
What's up?
I just had a quick question, kind of an easy one to start with. I know you probably get a lot of questions like, what's the worst, religious argument you've ever heard? But I was wondering, what's the worst argument for atheism or against religion that you've ever heard?
I saw your question in advance, and I thought of a couple.
Okay,
Yeah.
you go.
The worst argument for your own side, yeah.
Yeah, one mistake
There are so
that I have made a lot myself that I regret is casting too wide a net with lumping theists together, lumping Christians together. There really is a lot of diversity within Christianity, and you would think that if you've got a God that is giving you an absolute morality and it's unchanging and well communicated from the God to His creation, that there shouldn't be much diversity. But there actually is, and so it's very easy for Christians to say, well, that doesn't apply to me, or you just don't understand, I'm going to ignore you. And that would be kind of my first one, and I've got another one if you want to go, Russell.
Yeah, I'm not going to say this is the worst argument, but I'm an atheist because I do not think there's any reason to believe that a God exists. And so I take kind of a dim view on arguments from the consequences, like I don't like for instance, the argument from evil is interesting, and even if there was an evil God, that wouldn't prove that no God exists. It just would prove that people haven't got a handle on what God is like. So for instance, saying, I don't think, I'm an atheist because I think that God does terrible things in the Bible, that's not an argument for being an atheist. It's just an argument for opposing the harmful narratives that are in the Bible, given that we don't think God exists already. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you don't think that that's a strong argument, or that's a bad argument to be making, consequences?
Or
it doesn't appeal to you?
I don't think it's a strong argument for no God existing. I think it's a strong argument against religious encroachment in public life. But I don't think it is a reason in itself to be an atheist.
Okay. And I guess I'd throw one more out there, and that is a mistake that atheists often make is allowing themselves to be put in a situation where they have to, the burden of proof is shifted to them.
Sure.
And there's a lot of subtle ways to get into that trap, and it's very easy to kind of ending up having to play defense there when you don't have to.
Right. A lot of times people will email us and say, hey, how come you don't say there is absolute proof of God not existing? I have absolute proof of God not existing, and here's my awesome proof. And then they basically are claiming they have solved a problem which has basically gone unanswered in philosophy for thousands of years. and usually it's really easy to spot the flaw in this. And it's like, you can't prove something doesn't exist unless, it has a very specific definition that is internally contradictory. But there are so many different definitions of gods and so many different religions that conflict with each other. You can't categorically exclude them all. You can just say there is no good reason to believe in any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else you got for us?
I mean, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. It's an interesting question.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. Thank y'all.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.